Hi everyone, this is Laurel with Guided by Love, and I'm here to do a Twin Flame daily message, love message. And I have to tell you, I am in this community choir, and we are performing toward the end of this month, like 4 different performances. But we've been working on music every week, and this morning I woke up with this song in my head again, and I feel like it's the twins singing to each other. It's meet me on the mountain when summer comes along. Meet me on the mountain. I'll be waiting for you there. And mountains symbolize strength, fortitude, for going forward. And I just feel like it's a message that both of you are wanting to meet, to reach out, and you know, and both of you are coming into that strength, that power. Both of you have used that strength and that power, that fortitude on your journeys, and it's all coming together on that mountain, to meet up and walk forward in that strength, that continued strength and fortitude into a solid foundation and stability. So I have 2 decks here. I have the dragon deck. Yippee. I love the dragons. I saw a dragon last night in the clouds. It was like about to storm here, and there was this little portal hole. It was really cool. I saw a star, and then, which symbolizes the healing that's happening in your connection on a deeper level. And then they showed me a dragon. So really cool. I suppose, it morphed into, I felt like it went from a squirrel to a dragon and to a horse. So a lot of symbols there. But the dragons, I'm excited to see what they have to say. And then Denise Lynn's Sacred Traveler deck, because you're being guided by the light. Both of you, you're being guided on this twin flame journey. And there's times on this journey where we don't know where we're going, but we just trust. And I feel like there's a lot of trust that has to happen today, and going forward in the universe, that they have our back and the light is always guiding us. So let's get started and let's see. I'm like toying with what deck I should use. This is interesting. Okay, they're guiding me to this deck. So what are the messages for this twin flame journey today? What are the messages? Oh, okay. Oh, wow. And a dragon comes out in this deck. That's interesting. Okay, so this one is, all right, so the overall message is that breaking trail, and this is a breakthrough is at hand. So you're probably feeling something coming. You're probably feeling like there's something right there that you're about to see that is is coming in, but you just can't put your finger on it yet. Well, this card is saying the overall message for today is there's a breakthrough at hand, something you're going to see about the connection, and maybe about the heart that you haven't seen before. And this could be your person also having a breakthrough on this 4th of July. And I was remembering that in one of my readings, the Spirit kept reminding me that in one of my past readings, I said that something was going to happen in the next holiday. Well, this July 4th, or today, is a holiday in the United States for Independence Day. So, but this is showing, that heart energy, that healing energy, and divine energy as you go forward. So This is Spirit saying, keep going forward. There is going to be a breakthrough at hand within the connection. And it may be, it may be as simple as how you're looking at something and, the truth is revealed, or some, there may, discovering truth. As I say that, the truth is going to be revealed, discovering truth on, about your journey, about your bond. There's some kind of, truths that are being discovered. And I feel this is still that full moon energy coming forth. But you stand in the light of your truth as well. So this is, I'm also being told this is about not only discovering truth, but it's discovering your truth. It's getting to know yourself at a deeper level, you and your person getting to know yourselves at a deeper level with Spirit. You're discovering truths about yourself, and you're doing this all in the midst of, being around other people and, experiencing life, and the divine masculine will, that energy will, that's how they learn, is through the 3D world and, their lessons. So being around other people, and it's showing here that you're both going to be learning truths about yourself, truths about the connection, deepening, your individuality, deepening your knowledge of yourself. So really beautiful. And while standing in the light of your truth. Uncovering treasure. So this, and I laughed because look at, there's a dragon in this card. And I have the dragon deck. We're going to get a message from your person. But this is, uncovering treasure. And I feel like this is the treasure within. As we uncover the treasure within, we uncover the treasure around us. The more that we see the treasure within, the more we love ourselves, the more treasure we uncover around us. And this is beneath the surface lies a great bounty. So this is, discovering that connection, that deeper connection with Spirit, with the ethereal realm today, that actually takes us. My voice has gotten a little foggy. Must be that divine. I know there's stuff going on in the activations going on in the throat chakra too. But beneath the surface lies the great bounty going within. And I have to also say, because Spirit showed me a message, and it was Eckhart Tolle saying, not every spirit, not every soul awakens through meditation. And I thought, wow, I need to mention this on my twin flame reading, because some of the divine masculines may, and his quote was, and I believe this is how he awakened, Eckhart Tolle. He said, not every soul awakens through the use of meditation. Some souls awaken because the pain and the suffering becomes so great that it creates a shift, and they can no longer stay in that energy, in that energy, but the pain, they no longer want to experience the pain and the suffering, and there is a shift that happens of awakening, spiritual awakening, and so soul awakening. And so, I have to mention that with this card, because some of the divine masculines may be awakening that way. And I know that is the way that Eckhart Tolle awakened. There was a huge shift in his life because of the he couldn't handle the suffering, the pain any longer. So it was like this quick. So, but as far as, us, it's a lot of us are going to be awakening by diving deeper into the inner treasures, and that's going to shift our entire life outside. So, save time for this, uncovering your own treasures, your own gifts, your own wisdom. There's lots to explore within you. And then we have great adventure, take a risk and venture forward. So this, I feel that, this is, I feel like there's a lot of messages from this. This is showing forward movement for the twins. It's showing a balance happening between you two, a balance in your energies happening, and that's creating forward movement. Take a risk, venture forward. This may be a sign to your person to, take a risk and come forward, because there's going to come a point where they just can't do it anymore. They want to, their feelings are so great that they just can't bottle them up anymore. So this is that. But then I also feel there's one other thing that Spirit was giving me. So it's fast forward movement. It's, you guys aligning, coming into balance. There's one other thing, and I just lost it. They'll give it to me as I go on. I just, there was one other thing that they put, and they were shooting things in so fast. I can't remember what it was. I remember those things about moving forward, the balance. Yeah, there was one other thing they were showing me, but they'll bring it back. So choosing your path, all is possible. So I feel, this is the divine masculine knowing that you are a great love to them. And it's, they may be at a point where, they're closing a cycle, ending things for this new beginning with you, but they have to make that choice. They're in the midst of making that choice of what they're going to do. And, you may be it says all is possible for your connection. It's infinite possibilities, unlimited possibilities for your connection. And there's the mountains. How many cards? Okay. Wow. There's 2 cards with mountains in. I had that song in my head. There's got the mountains and the mountains here. But this is relaying the message, all is possible. There's unlimited possibilities for you and your person. And so your person is at that point where they're, resting, rejuvenating, maybe going within. You're finding the treasures within. And they're making a decision about what direction to go right now. And, in making that decision, it's like, it's choosing themselves or, choosing something else. So it goes deeper than, and releasing fear in the process, because, when they don't choose themselves, they're choosing something that feels comfortable for them rather than taking a risk and venturing forward, So they're trying to make that decision now about, do they come to you choosing themselves, or do they go in another direction? And I think they're recognizing that there are so many possibilities as well. That may be one of the breakthroughs happening because of all the color, all the transformation happening, for sure, is being shown in this card. So definitely. And then we have fogged in. This is go slow and take your time. So we have the ship that is, oh, I know, they just gave it to me. What the other thing I was going to say about this ship, Great Adventure, is the title of it. And they said some of you may be taking trips on your own. You may be, venturing into different areas to explore, to have fun, to, get out and enjoy. It's tapping into that joy of life and, moving forward into that joy of life and really enjoying yourself, enjoying being around. Where is that? Enjoying yourself and enjoying being out and around other people. It's going to create, this breakthrough, discovering truths about yourself. So really cool. And then the other ship says fogged in. So says some of you are going to be taking adventures, you guys moving forward in your connection. You're in taking that great adventure, in moving forward with your life, experiencing joy. It's creating the balancing and the forward movement in your connection. So I want to point that out. And then this one says, go slow, take your time. So fogged in. So there may be some uncertainties about what direction, but just go slow and take your time and know that Spirit is going to guide you. It's just allowing yourself to relax and be in that joy so that, Spirit can come through to you and really guide you along your path. So this is showing the movement forward in your connection, and you moving forward with living your life and finding that joyful energy, that joyfulness and enjoyment in your lives. And this is I feel like this one should be before that one, but it's just take it slow and enjoy the ride, and take your time. There's no rush. So those are the main messages. Let's see what we got from the dragons. What is it that the dragon want to say? What does your person want to say through the dragons? What does your person want to say through the dragons? And we have white gold dragon from Lyria. And I know this is a higher dimensional dragon. This is a ninth dimensional dragon. So I feel like this is, it connects you to the highest Christ light. This is enlightenment. This is, developing your chakras in order to receive this light. And this is bathing in the ninth dimensional Christ light. So this is, I feel, a message from your person saying, let's connect in the higher realms while we're apart. While we're in separation, let's connect in those higher realms, because that's going to help you find the treasures within. Help us find the treasures within, and it's going to help us with our spiritual growth, while we're moving forward in our connection. So really beautiful message from your person. So I hope this helps, and I'm wishing you a tremendous day of magic, joy, and celebration. Namaste.